Hello Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and today we're going to be doing a reading for the full moon, and it's be called the Sturgeon full moon. I love the designations because it's always usually related to nature. We have strawberry full moon, the buck full moon, now the sturgeon full moon, and it's usually when things are in season, right? Or doing something important in those seasons. So I really like those designations for such things. We're having a full moon in Aquarius again, so it's the second one. Now I did a little bit of research, just looking what that means and you know what it'll bring to us Pisces. What can we utilize from this beautiful completion, another full moon? From the Moonology cards, the full moon in Aquarius itself means show the world the real you. Okay, so that is really fitting, because I think to myself, well, we've been doing that, we've been working hard at that, especially in the last little while. We've been working on our base chakra, we've been healing ourselves, and now we've been clearing things out, and now we're ready to step forward in ourselves. Step forward in ourselves. So I think this is saying that. Step forward in yourself, Pisces, okay? So let's see for the full moon if it says full moon in Aquarius. Where would that be? Further back maybe? Right, full moon in Aquarius. So remember, we share a border with Aquarius as Pisces. Myself, I am on the cusp of Aquarius. So it's nice to know that this energy is closely, I always say it's like a close cousin, okay? So here we go. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Whoa. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's not a bad thing. It's important to do for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special, okay? So they're talking about relationships, but I don't like to talk in anything specific. So it says, be aware of your feelings, okay? And additional meanings is don't lose the beauty of your life, okay? Don't be too much in your head. Get into your heart. And we were talking about that last week. And maybe an unexpected turn, okay? So it says every full moon is a time to release and let go, okay? But if you have Aquarian energy in the mix, triples that message. So if we've had 2 Aquarian full moons, is that 6 times the message? Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go, or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What's the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional and unexpected. So I think this whole thing really with this Aquarius moon is all about letting go. What I read as well, it's a second chance. So if in the last month or so you haven't completely cleared out what needed to be cleared out, the message from Spirit I'm getting here is that this is your second chance to do so, okay? Because you're still going to be in that Aquarian energy. So keep working on yourself. Keep doing things, okay? If you need to release things, this says people, but I mean, if you need to release things, situations, people, maybe not release them to completely get rid of them, like they don't mean anything, but if you need to let go to have space to grow, then I would suggest that's a good idea for you, okay? So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to let you guys take whatever you need out of this and resonate with it, okay? Thank you again so much for all your support. I think you guys are great, okay? So all the cards I'm going to be using today, they're in a link below. There's some cards here that I'm using from an Etsy shop. It links you to a video about these cards, and in that video has a link to their shop. So, yeah, it shows you what they have, and okay. I did that for the shop owner because she sent me quite a few decks. I'm thinking of, I have extra decks here of hers, so I think I'm going to maybe raffle some off. We'll see, okay? Work through your fears. New Moon in Scorpio. Okay, so this card came out. I decided to take an extra card, even though we're not a new moon in Scorpio. Maybe by the next new moon in Scorpio, you'll have worked completely through your fears. But I like to think that this is an opportunity as well in this new moon to start working through the rest of your fears, if any. Okay, if you still have those residual fears, and knowing Pisces, we usually do, but I feel that the collective is getting stronger, and I think that's a good thing. So again, I feel Spirit coming in going, it's time to clean up the crumbs. Okay, they're really going like, clean up the crumbs, clean up whatever needs, the little bits and bobs that you didn't get. Bits and bobs. Now where did that come from? Bits and bobs. That sounds English. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. My channeling someone who's from across the pond, maybe. Okay, so there we go. I know I have terrible accents. I already have a terrible accent to begin with because I'm French. So, or at least that was my primary language. All right, so these cards right here, these is a Spellcaster's Oracle, and these show your challenges. So I see the word compassion here, okay, and she's holding the world in her hands. Now, if it's coming in as a challenge, Pisces, this means, and it came in right away, this compassion card. It's to explain to you that maybe, with all this clearing and getting rid of, you get caught up in that motion of, I don't need this. Have you ever done like a cleaning? They're showing me, some days you want to keep everything, but then there's some days you want to get rid of everything. You've just gone through a day of gotten rid of everything. And some of that can also be, I don't care about anybody anymore, you go all the way the other side. We tend to switch the side of the pendulum. We're just like that, okay? There's healing underneath here. But we tend to swing one way or the other. And the thing is that you've got to remember that you need to keep your compassion for the world, okay? And love for the world. Sometimes it's easier to just dismiss situations that are difficult, especially when people give you a hard time. What are you doing? Why are you doing that for? Why did you get rid of everything? Why are you sitting in an empty room? I know I'm bringing the empty room thing again, but still, it's a great example. And they're bothering you, and you feel like going, that's fine. You'll never understand, and shove them out and shut the door. But what happened is that, again, you're getting a little bit of a lack of compassion. You've had that time to kind of sit in your own space. Now they want you to be compassionate, or at least, re-engage with the world a little bit, and not shut yourself off, okay? Keep your compassionate side, Pisces. This is what makes you so original here. What makes you so special. Again, at the bottom of the deck, they want you to continue. The challenges is to continue healing. And they're telling me, especially have compassion for her world that maybe is not compassionate towards you. Okay? They're saying be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. Yeah, easier said than done, Spirit, okay? Because sometimes it's hard, but okay. Be the bigger person, Pisces. We will try, right? We will definitely try. So that is the message for that. I like the way that she's holding the world in her hands and shining light on it, okay? So we are light workers. This is it, okay? Continue being the light worker that you are, even when you're working around in your shadows here, okay? And there's light going through your throat and almost like shining through you. So this is saying it's coming out, okay? Your true voice is coming out. Yeah. So work with those energies, Pisces. That card is very vibrant. It speaks volumes. It's excellent. All right. So like I said, this is a deck from, this is the Rider-Waite. These are the special ones. These are very vibrant. They're the original. I love them, but they're pink. They appeal to my Cinderella Princess side. Sorry guys, I do have a Cinderella Princess side. She doesn't come out very often. Well, she comes out more now, but I should really look into decks that have more of a masculine. I'm going to look for them. Do those exist? Because I do. I like with a more masculine tone to them. I'll have to see if those exist. Okay, so back on track, Pisces. Look at the hard work. Okay, that's exactly what it's saying here. I love these. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles coming through, showing that you shed light on the illusions and everything, and now you're riding into victory. Okay, I still feel that compassion card calling to me. Okay, and it's because the 6 is also, it can be a prideful card. So just, this is like a disconnect. This is also a card. When I learned this card, it says this can deal with pride. You've done such great things and you've had such great success. There's like a little warning that comes with this card saying, but don't be too prideful, okay? Don't be too full of yourself, okay? So, don't think you're all that in a bag of chips, okay? So, this again is like shining through with the compassion. Don't forget your compassionate side, okay? Now that you've done all this work, you have succeeded. You're well on your way to victory, Pisces. You're doing wonderful things, okay? And I'm not giving you a slap on the hand. It's a reminder for myself as well, okay? Pride is the one thing that can feel really good. You know, when you think you're all that, you can feel really good. It's easy to fall into that. You just got to make sure to take it in a healthy dose, okay? And don't take it past that point, you know? Like, you know what I mean. You've seen braggarts, you know what they feel like. I don't like them personally, especially when they're in your face. You know? I still remember somebody who visited, they're showing me this, and I have to share the source, so funny. A distant cousin who came to visit us one day and was showing my father $200 or $300 pair of sunglasses he bought. And this was back in a day where people didn't spend that much. For myself, I go to the dollar store and there's like, I get for $250, I could get 200 pairs of sunglasses that I wouldn't care if I lost, okay? But for some people, it's very important. They need, you know, quality. So, and that's okay if you want to buy some, but he took it to the next level. And this is what Spirit is saying. He actually sit there and he passed around his sunglasses and told us how much he paid for it so we could look at them. And I always remember that as, wow, of all the things, I don't know, you could be doing with your time, going around to visit family to show them your very expensive pair of sunglasses is not first on my list of things to do. But, you know, it made him happy. But that's what I'm talking about, okay? You go from great to bragging, okay? It's like you can be happy of the fact that you have enough to do whatever you like, okay, or what pleases you, but you can stop at the point where you have to tell people about it. You can just wear it proudly, okay? So there you go. I think that's what they're saying with this story. And don't worry, this person is in the other side now, so I'm not too worried about feelings being hurt. Okay, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Right. So, again, another figure on a horse, and this is actually showing the differences between this, because that's what we're showing here, okay? From pride to heart, okay? You can have pride in yourself. You can write in, beautiful as you are, but make sure to keep your heart right there, okay? Keep it available and keep showing it. So this is, we're still all talking about this full moon energy, okay? Yeah. So show the people the real you, which means you have come a long way, that you've worked through your fears, finish up all the little stuff, but keep your compassionate about you. Because you're going to really want to stretch your stuff, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You're just so great, okay? You're like, I feel like some of you are like, guru level now, okay? You're deep within yourself. You know who you are. You've done the work, right? You're magic, okay? Look at you. You have the magic. You know where you're going, what you're doing, okay? And you're gonna want to reconnect with people, and people from the past can be family members, okay? So this is when you reintroduced a new you to people, and sometimes explanations have to come through with that, because if you've changed that much, if you've sat in an empty room, people are going to ask questions. Well, why? And like, who are you now? Are you the same person? And you can assure them that a lot of you is still there, because everything that's made you up, everything that you've gone through in your life is still who you are, okay? You've let go of the pain and the resentment and everything that comes with it. You've healed it, but it is still very much a big part of who you are, Pisces. So, it's reconnecting with people. This might be all's well in the upcoming weeks, months, people that you're literally reconnecting with for the first time in a couple of years, okay? But once you get the momentum of it, they're saying with this new moon energy, you're going to be doing fine, okay? You're going to reconnect with these people, and you're going to be busy putting new things in place, okay? So this full moon is like a completion of the cycle that what you were doing. Okay, it's a second chance at fixing any little things that you didn't take care of in the last little while. It's like, you know, just clearing up all the loose ends. There you go. It's dispelling all the illusions, being proud, but not prideful, I guess it would be, right? Does that make sense? I think so. And with your compassion, keeping the compassion about you, okay? All the heart that is you, Pisces, keep that deep within you and show it off to the world. Don't worry, all the changes that you have, you'll be showing it in the very best way when you show yourself, okay? You'll show your healing, you'll show your compassion, you'll show you'll show the world just how wonderful you really are, okay? Just how magical you are. So this is a great opportunity to start slowly back into where you needed to go or what you needed to be, okay? Right? Look at the Sun card coming out. It's such a beautiful Sun card in this deck, okay? You are gorgeous. You are clear. You went from shining a light to being a light to, okay? This is your capabilities. This is your abilities, Pisces, right? And then with the beautiful Queen of Cups, the balanced emotion, the understanding and beautiful one, okay? This is you. A lot of cups, the very high-ranking cups here. The Moon card, which is also Pisces energy. I love all of this, okay? All right, so the Hierophant card, the ending of this, not the reading, but the ending of this this spread that I do. I call this one the Clarity spread. The Hierophant coming out. The Hierophant is always getting rid of the beliefs that no longer suit you for me. It's always like, oof, yeah. The reason that I always associate this is because he makes me think of a priest, and ever since I've seen this card for the first time, I thought, ew. Because I'm not much into religions, and I feel that these figures have always had this thing of they're at his feet. So I always thought that this is a card of, and it is a card of teaching and learning. okay? And I've turned this into something that you get rid of things that no longer fit, and you start learning and understanding new things, new ways of being, okay? It's like being bendable. And I feel that this card really talks about that for me, Pisces. It's always been this card for me. You'll know if you are a reader that you associate certain cards with certain meaning, and Spirit knows that, okay? They know how you read because they're your spirit. They're linked to you. So they make sure to bring out what you need. All right, so this is your journey so far. This is the way I read it. Your journey so far is you working very hard, breaking away the illusions and the delusions that were keeping you back. Now you're well on your way to success, and you're going to put your pride in check and keep your compassion really close to the surface. Okay, so it's working from a heart level and not a mind level, okay? Not a hothead, not a too much logic. There's going to be a lot of heart in here to help you through this transition. Okay, if you keep going, you're going to continue putting everything in a row. Things are starting to start moving quickly and well, okay? Things are going to, the good news is going to start coming in. The Eight of Wands is an excellent card. It's a card of excellent progress. And with that, you're going to become the Queen of Cups, okay? It doesn't matter what your gender. The Queen of Cups has got a very an emotional level that's expert skill, okay? So you're going to also have a lot of empathy. People are going to feel like you understand, especially if they're trying to go through things. And this is how we become a teacher, from the student to the teacher, okay? We help with people's, outdated beliefs for themselves. We help them free themselves. So that's perfect, okay? This is just kind of your journey. This is you right now, working hard in your magic, shining the light to bring in the truth, okay? So this part right here that's what it's talking to me with this new moon. The middle part is your heart. And deep to your heart is reconnections, okay? The card of this is always reconnecting to also your child, your inner child. The inner child holds so many keys to who you are. I always hear from Spirit, it's because it's at the portal where you first came in from the other side. This is like your purest form you will be. You will be before the end, just before you're to go back, okay? But even when you're going back, you've been here the longest. So I feel that when you come into this world as a baby, as a child, okay, you have still all the energetic qualities from the other side. It's almost like you could still remember. I think that's you're just... I don't know, I know this for a fact. I just know this within me that is the way it is, okay? I can't explain to you why, but I just know. And this card always comes out. That always comes out to me. So this is reconnecting you. All of this work that you've done is reconnecting you somehow to this person, because this middle card is what's at the heart of you. So this is your spiritual beginning, okay? Your human beginning. You're, a spiritual being in a human body, your very beginning, which is at the purest form. On each side is you having movement and using your magic to do this. This is at the heart of you in the middle. The message from Spirit is this is going to bring you intense clarity and emotional stability. So this is good news. Spirit saying you're on the right track. Okay, so this has been like my clarity spread. I do this when I do this for people. This is a clarity spread that a long time ago now. I'm going to use these beautiful oracle cards to bring more clarity in the extended for the full moon. I hope that I can see you there. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, Pisces, and I can't wait to see you later. Stay safe. Take care.